Hello, everybody. Yes, it is more books, more reading, and more stuff. Um, I just am able to find books so much cheaper, and I've been reading some awesomeness for Occult Detective October. The first book that I did read, Ezekiel Creed, Tribe of Dust and Blood, by the good Reverend Brandon C. War. This is really good. Uh, Pastor War, I hope you're making another one. Or I hope there's more. I couldn't find them on Amazon. I'll go back and check. But we need another one. Okay, we need more. This is a great book. Um, the story is really good. I mean, he battles evil. He like Solomon Kane, but he doesn't have the staff of Solomon or Moses. All he has, as you can see on the cover, is a good book, scripture, and his gun. His gun is inscribed with scripture, and the bullets are inscribed with scripture. And he goes from mountain town to mountain town fighting evil satanic magicians or demons that have been let loose or creatures of darkness. And on the wayside, he stops off at towns and spreads the good word. It's awesome. I mean, it's Solomon Kane, but I would say it's Solomon Kane quadrupled. The fights are very descriptive and bloody when he's going at the demons, man. And yeah, holy bullets on demons, okay? There you go. That gives you an idea. And his sword is inscribed with scripture, okay? He carries a sword, he carries the gun, and the good book. And he gets to this one town that saves him because he just got done hitting a very evil wizard in the head with a mace, killing him, but he got very damaged and cut up, and it's snowing, and he is trying to get to the next town. He can see the lights, but the storm is so bad and his wounds are so grievous that he's having a hard time making it in the snowstorm. And he passes out in the snow. And this is all just in the first 2 pages, right? And then the book begins with him waking up in the town. And he explains to the town what he does, what he believes in, and why. And he converts them, he baptizes them, because they had heathen ways. Like you run into Conan, they were praying to the old gods, which are demons wanting blood sacrifice and all that kind of madness. And some of the younger warriors in the tribe don't like it, and they decide to wake up one of the elder gods that was sealed away in a cave. And that's when stuff really begins to happen. It's an incredible read, man. Ezekiel Creed, Tribe of Dust and Blood. You don't have to be religious to like this. If you like Solomon Kane, you'll love this, okay? It being Christian based was just an added bonus for me, okay? I loved it. Pastor War, more. We need more Ezekiel Creed, okay? Something else I read And to me, it's a book because it's an 80-page giant. Dark Horse, I didn't even know they did these. Dark Horse came out with Robert E. Howard's Savage Sword. This is issue number 8. And it has Conan, Breckinridge Elkins, yeah, the fighter, the history of Hyboria, Solomon Kane, and Robert E. Howard's Occult Detective. So we got 2 in there that fit for Occult Detective October. Conrad and Kierowin and Solomon Kane. And then, Ezekiel Creed. Now, the Solomon Kane story, it's okay, but it's short, and the artwork is good. Here he comes. He sees this woman in distress being chased by wolves. But it's Solomon Kane, man. He don't take no guff. He saves the woman. She invites him to her cabin for the night. Turns out she's a witch that controls and talks to the wolves and does all kinds of demonic rites and is going to kiss him and suck the life out of him. And then, boom, his dirk goes right in and right out the back here. And he takes off and burns the place down with her dead body in it. Really crazy, incredible stuff. Then we got a history of the Sumerian people in Hyboria. That was a really good story. Then come the 2 occult detectives and their story. It is about a book called the Chigwell Book, and it was made by this professor who found out his wife was cheating on him. And he cursed a book using forbidden rites to bind the doorway to hell in this book. And the doorway is hidden inside a romantic collection of Baudelaire's writing. Yes. And he ends up giving it to his friend who happens to be his wife's lover. And you can see they're in bed there and they're opening the portal. And then it says, to be continued. And then, you got your Breckinridge story here with the knockdown, drag-out boxings. But the creme de la creme in this book, Savage Sword number 8 of Robert E. Howard, is this right here, man. It takes up most of the book. It's like 38, 40 pages. And this is the Tower of the Elephant story. The artwork, as you can see there, freaking incredible. The script is by Roy Thomas, of course. The art by John Buscema and Alfredo Alcala. That is probably why there is so much detail and awesomeness in this, because Alfredo Alcala's fine line work on the inking and the shadows is just to die for, man. Conan has never looked better. And there it is. The Tower of the Elephant. He runs into the beam. And we all know this story, so I don't need to show you more and go into it. But that was the piece de resistance of this book. The rest of the stories, if you had to, you know, go 5 stars, I'd say the Solomon Kane is a 3, because there could have been more to it. The Breckenridge is a 3.5, 4. The Hyperborea tale is a solid 4. And yeah, the Tower of the Elephant, solid 5 out of 5 with that artwork, man. Incredible stuff. All right. And that's what I read. Now, book haul. I can't pass up my library, man. I can't pass it up because the friends of the library, the books are always cheap in their bookstore, man. The Master of Men, the Shadow, or I mean, the Spider. The Spider is the 3rd most popular pulp hero from the age of pulp heroes. Number 1 was the Shadow, that lasted decades and had 336 issues of his pulp magazine. Then came Doc Savage, number 2, with over 200. I think it was 212 actual stories. And then came the Spider with 118 issues of the pulp magazine, The Spider. And the first 3 stories for the Spider, they were pedestrian. When the writer Grant Stockridge got on, man, he raised the stakes, and people dying by the thousands, madness. I mean, there's nothing like a Spider story. So I'm looking forward to read these, you know. It's going to be fun. And this and my Master of Men here, the Robot Titans of Gotham with Satan's Murder Machines, the Death Reign of the Vampire King. I mean, there's yeah, I got Spider, and I will be reviewing these. Okay. Now, for Occult Detective October, believe it or not, I've never read these. I watched the TV show, but I've never read these books. Okay, and these are just a few. I think there's like 12 or 13 in the series. But yes, Jim Butcher's Dresden Files. I got Stormfront, Full Moon, Grave Peril. Yep, as seen on Sci-Fi Channel. Yep, I saw the show. Okay. And the show was decent. It really was. Death Masks. Except the actor didn't seem to fit the part. The actor they got to play Dresden didn't seem to fit the part, you know, especially from what I see of them here. So Death Masks. And then the last book I got was Blood Rights. Like I said, there's like 12 or 13. I don't know which is first. I hope they don't have to be in any kind of sequential order. I'm just going to read them, have fun, and enjoy them. And then, you know, that's pretty much it. So I wanted to mix everything together. I made sure I took care. Kirby, you're taken care of. Cicada Sonic, you're taken care of. And there we go. All right. My next video will be out shortly. For those of you wondering why I haven't done scripture lately, it's because I am going to do a separate channel for that, so that it can get its own viewership, and do, like, it'll probably be called Jim's Daily Word, you know, and do scriptures there. And that way, the people who want to watch it will watch it, and it's all good to go. Thanks for watching. Leave comments below. I respond to everyone, good or bad. And if you feel like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, cool. God bless you. Keep you all safe. Know that I love you. And I'll see each and every one of you on the next video.